Okay, this is Jose Alfonso Clarito for assignment number 2. So let's start the test using NPM test. It's gonna take like 30 seconds to finish off the test. We're testing two files for Auth app and the Pokemon app, but all of the tests just encompass all of the Auth server features. So here we have the all of the testing requirements, which I marked as done. And let's go over some of the tests. Okay, I think, yeah, it takes a little bit more time. Anyway, so here we have like connect to the DB, and we're making some dummies so that for testing purposes. This first test is to test whether or not the access token and the refresh token are different, which is a constraint that we have to test for. Oh, here we have all of the tests passing. As you can see here, 31 passed, 31 total, 2 passed, 2 total in around like a minute. And we'll see why it's a minute in a short while. Here we have a test for the register endpoint. We're testing the success case, the empty inputs, duplicate users, and invalid user schema. And right here, we're also comparing the password to the encrypted password. This is to test the correct hash password constraint that we have. And then we go to the login case. The login endpoint that we're testing, we're successfully logging in the user, and it should return the proper access and refresh tokens. And when it's decoded, it should it should give us the user object. And then here we have the admin. This for the admin case, so it checks if the role is admin as well. Then again, empty input, accounts that aren't found in database, and wrong password. Then when we log out, it should log out successfully, which means the refresh tokens array should not contain the auth token refresh anymore. Cannot log out user twice, invalid refresh tokens, using access token as refresh token, and missing tokens. So all of those cases are fine now. Here in login again, refresh tokens, like the new refresh token is appended to the list as well. Just thought to mention. Then new request new access token endpoint. What we're testing is it returns the new access token if you give a valid refresh token. So, and then the success case, that's a success case. And then again, missing refresh token header or an invalid refresh token header, as well as using the access token as a refresh token. And that's pretty much for this file. And then here in Pokemon app, we're testing all of the endpoints to see if they are protected. Pretty much. So for okay, this means that we're testing both the user, the normal user, and then admin. So right now we're registering them and then logging them in down here. So we're testing for the logged in accounts. This for all of them. We're testing if the expired access token cannot access routes. So if it's expired, they cannot access any of the routes. So you've set a timeout here for 6 seconds, which is over the 5-second time limit for the access token. And then, yeah, down here, test the expired access token. Then, of course, some of the edge cases, refresh token used as access token should not access a route. And then this is the success case. Logged in accounts should access the normal routes that they can. Then only for just the user, not the admin. Um, we are supposed to only access normal routes and not admin routes. So normal users cannot access admin routes. Then for admin, they can access the admin routes. And then down here, we're testing invalid accounts. So not admin, not user. So basically unauthenticated users. So this for user and for admin log. That means if they're logged out, they cannot access a route until they log in. So down here, we log out first, and then we try to access, which which should not let them access any routes, and then they need to log in again, and then when they try again, all should be good. Then missing access tokens cannot access routes. So if you've got something missing from access token, if you're missing access token, you should not be able to access a route. And invalid access token cannot access routes, of course, the invalid case as well. And then that's pretty much it for my demo. So, yep, I would give myself a 10 out of 10.